Well, hello, lovely people. Welcome to today's spirit card reading. As it is nearing the end of August and, of course, the start of September, and with that also of fall a little bit, I thought it would be fitting to take a look at the monthly energies and what you can expect to come for you in the month of September. We will do this in a couple of ways. We will look at a challenge for you to face this month, positive energies that are coming in, as well as something hidden of an opportunity that you are not seeing currently, what you need to focus on, and a little surprise. So pick one of the piles that draws you in, and let's see what September has in store for you. Hey, pile one. You chose this deck over here with this kitty paw. Let's get into what September would bring you. Starting off with the first card, which is the challenge for you this month. We have the Two of Wands. With the Two of Wands, what you would be challenged with in September is deciding in which direction you want to head off to. You are in the planning phase. You are probably right now a little bit torn between a couple of different options, and like you have a general vision of where you want to go and what you want your life to be like, but there might be something here about you hesitating in leaving your comfort zone. And leaving your comfort zone is technically the next step you would need to take here. Even if you are not completely sure on the direction, you just need to start somewhere. So you would be focused on that during September. Now, the positive energies that will come in for you this month are the Four of Wands. So this is the energy of letting your hair down a little bit, like going out, partying, enjoying yourself, having a social gathering of sorts. It can even signify some kind of wedding. So it is possible that some of you during this month would be invited to a wedding where you would have fun and just recharge a little bit. But the idea here is that you are encouraged to be in your community and to just kind of enjoy yourself and not take everything all too heavy. Then we have, as the hidden opportunity you are meant to seize, we have the Ten of Swords in the reversed position. So there's something here that you have probably been carrying around, some kind of hurt for a while. You might be experiencing the issue of not wanting to let go of some kind of negative emotions from the past surrounding, like just something negative, something that didn't work out, or someone hurting you, or you making a bad decision and hurting yourself, like that type of thing. You are still carrying that energy around, and now you will be faced with some kind of opportunity to clear that energy. Like you might be presented with something specific that challenges this view of yourself of like, what's it called? Like it's like erlernte Hilflosigkeit. So basically it is you believing that you are inherently not in control of the situation. You will be presented with something which will challenge this view of yourself, and you need to seize this opportunity when it happens and not fall victim to these thoughts that you are not in control, because you are in fact in control. Then what you need to focus on with the Seven of Wands, we have this energy of once this opportunity presents itself to you and challenges your beliefs that you can't do something or that you are not in control, you are asked to focus on that belief in yourself. Yes, you can as a start maybe, let's say, be a little more hidden, remain in more of a sort of a bubble. This is not to say that you need to show your whole hand of cards from the get-go, but you are encouraged to take the leap forward and to showcase your ideas, your personality, your product, whatever this is, in whichever area exactly it is. It is just the idea to not completely remain outside of focus, to not completely take yourself out of life. You need to be there, of course, like take some necessary precautions to not completely remain vulnerable, but also don't completely close yourself off. You need to strike that type of balance there. And lastly, what we have as a surprise card is interesting with the Page of Wands. I feel like you would not see immediate results in this month because the page did come up in the reversed position, but this is to say that what will surprise you when you take this step forward is that you will make progress and you will finally learn from some kind of previous mistake you had made. Maybe this is or rather this is exactly the cycle which will bring you finally out of this energy that you carried earlier, where you felt that you were not in control. Like you will make some kind of progress in doing that and you will be surprised by your own progress. It will be like this eureka moment that actually, this was fairly easy to fix. I just needed to do this and this. Like you will be shocked by that revelation. And yeah, Pile 1, I would say this is everything for you. I hope that this was helpful and I hope you have a lovely month of September. Hey Pile 2, if you chose this deck of cards over here or the orange kitty in the middle, then this is your part of the reading for September. Now let's see, starting off with your first card, which is the challenge this month, is interesting because I firstly saw the card as the 5 of Pentacles, but it is the 4. But still, this does carry similar energy in the sense that this month what you would be dealing with is a sort of stinginess and lack mentality. Now, I don't know if you are necessarily stingy in a financial sense, because Pentacles oftentimes speak about finances, or you're just keeping yourself a little bit away from other people. There is a message here that you need to give a little bit more of yourself. Again, whether it is purely in the financial sense or it is in the people sense. Don't keep yourself all too locked up this month, and don't believe that you are wasting some kind of resource, be it again your finances, your time, your friendliness, or whatever. You need to let your hair down a little bit. You will definitely be dealing with this lack mentality in September. And in saying that, the second card, the positive energies you need to embrace, we have the reversed star card, which is interesting because it can signify that you are suffering a little bit with pessimism this month, but because it is in the sense of something positive, I think that in starting with this, let's say, stingy energy to begin with, you will find in yourself pragmatism. This card, in its positive sense, can signify that you have been disillusioned by something, in the sense that the star card is this grand vision, this something will appear out of thin air and fix my problems. And with you, I don't think you are a believer or even a victim of that in this sense. You, either through this disillusionment or just by the nature of your character, I don't know, you will find some kind of really strict and pragmatic approach this month, which will give you this optimism as well, but it is grounded optimism. Like, it is practical optimism. It is very much Virgo-like energy. Maybe you can check your astrological chart if the sun, which will be transiting the sign of Virgo, whether it makes some kind of significant aspect, which will shed more light into what exactly area of life this can be in, or also through which house Virgo will be in. Maybe it will produce some kind of specific event for you there. But yeah, you will find that pragmatic belief in yourself, which will carry you forward. Then in the hidden opportunity you need to seize position, we have the Three of Cups. So we have a similar energy to Pile 1, where you are asked to embrace community a little bit. Again, especially if you have been a little bit stingy with your time and with not paying enough attention to other people. Maybe you have been hermiting yourself a little bit or something like that. Now will be the time to go out, to find community, to embrace a little bit of the party life, like that type of energy. This is exactly the community card. This is the card of not being alone, enjoying the company of others, and just being present socially. Then the energy of what you need to focus on, we have the Hierophant in the reversed position. So in starting to explore this pragmatic path for you, you will find a new way of doing things. Just because you are asked to be pragmatic this month, to have a particular plan and steps, does not need to mean that you need to go down the beaten path. You need to find your own path, and you need to show some kind of rebellion against fixed structures. So again, I don't know in which area of life exactly this will manifest itself, but somewhere you have been all too stuck in following rigid structures, rigid rules. You will find a new way to do things, and you need to embrace that in order to move forward. And then the surprise at the end, if we don't have just the biggest surprise card, there will be some kind of unexpected turn of events and turn of your luck. With the Wheel of Fortune, it is exactly that. It is just some kind of the wheels turning and everything is just changing on the spur of the moment. I would say that definitely if you find yourself at the start of the month more in this negative star energy, where you are a little bit sad about how things have turned up to this point, there will be a change in that with the Wheel of Fortune. You will find yourself on God's good terms or good graces, like fate will wink at you and you will have some kind of big change in a direction. So yeah, Pile 2, this is for you everything I see for the month of September, so I hope that it was helpful and I wish you a lovely month ahead. Hey Pile 3, if you chose this deck of cards over here with the Skull Kitties or this Black Paw, then this is your reading for the month of September. Let's get into it, starting off with the challenge for you this month. We are starting off strong with the reversed Wheel of Fortune. What this means in terms of a challenge is that you might either in September itself, or it might have already happened and you will be dealing with it, there will be some kind of not so great turn of events, in the sense that maybe you were hoping for something to happen and it didn't, or you were hoping for something to not happen and it did. This is just the meaning that sometimes in life we don't have the best of luck and you have to deal with it. This will be a part of it, and the other part with the Wheel of Fortune is dealing with the truth in life that you don't have control over everything. So you will find it challenging definitely this month to let go of the, what's it called, the thing that you have on your horse to like make it go or make it stop. Like you need to let go of the reins a little bit and just take things as they come. Maybe you are a little bit of a controlling person in normal circumstances. Now you will be asked to not be, basically. Then, interestingly enough, the positive energies you need to embrace, we have the Nine of Swords in the reverse position, which is generally not a positive card. So in this sense, especially if you are normally someone who tries to exert over control in their life, you might be dealing with some deep-rooted fears, blockages, like worries. This is the card of being worried and not being able to sleep, that type of energy. And because it is in the reverse position, this will be very clearly in your mind. But the positive thing here is that you have the opportunity to very actively and consciously focus on dealing with those thoughts and emotions and healing them. And I say thoughts and emotions because it is the emotions typically that produce our thoughts of worry. But in order to fix the emotions, you need to work at the thoughts. Like emotions are sort of this visceral thing that you don't have, again, exact control over, but in changing your way of thinking, you can exert, let's say, subtle sorts of control on the emotions as well. So you would be challenged this month to take a very hard and tough look at the parts of your psyche and of your belief system that are not working positively in your favor, and to combat them. Now, it is interesting because the next 3 cards, when I was pulling them, they wanted to come out again and again, like a couple of cards, and I wanted to just pull one for each of the question. So I feel like all 3 of them are sorts of interconnected in that way. And this would be the hidden opportunity you need to seize, the what to focus on, and a surprise at the end. So there might be something this month that you are still not aware of, which is that opportunity that will present itself and you need to jump on it. With the 8 of Wands, the simplest term speaking, this can also be some kind of trip. But if not a trip necessarily, this will be some kind of really fast movement of sorts. Like whatever this opportunity is, it will most likely come in the form of some unexpected communication, because with the 8 of Wands, we have a communication aspect. So think about something in the terms of someone you haven't been in contact with in a long time reaching out to you and offering you something, or let's say some kind of client that you didn't expect writing you an email or calling you and saying, hey, this person that you know and I know that are like a mutual acquaintance told me about you and I think that we can work together, like that type of thing. Unexpected communication, potentially some kind of unexpected trip, but definitely it will be something that happens fast, like lightning. You know, lightning aus heiterem Himmel, like lightning from above, no one expects, and it just strikes you and messes up everything, but in a positive way in this case. So this will be the opportunity presenting itself. Now, what you need to focus on, your mind will become much more clearer after you have started to deal with these issues that we spoke about with the 9 of Swords. When you start to deal with them, new paths and sources of information will present themselves to you. Now, whether it will be solely because your mind is clear, because it is no longer clouded by some kind of visceral fears or whatever, it doesn't matter, but there will be some clarity that will strike you again like the lightning from up above. And it is very possible that you would get some kind of specific new idea on how to proceed with a project, with an issue, with a relationship, whatever the hell it might be. You will be struck by this moment of clarity. And this is also the surprise. That's why I said that the 3 cards kind of wanted to come out interchangeably with one another. Finally, the surprise position, we have the Queen of Swords as well. So this would most likely mean, again, that when you go down that path, information would start to clear itself out for you. And you will achieve this mental clarity at the end, because the Queen of Swords is the, let's say, not the smartest queen of them all, but she is the queen who has a firm grasp and understanding on the intellectual side. She is not fazed by her emotions. She can see things for what they are, be it positive or negative. She is just the highest form of clarity that can be presented in the tarot, let's say. So you most likely, this will be you, so you would achieve this phase during September. Now, on the other hand, because she is one of the court cards, it is also quite possible that the person from whom this communication and the whole thing starts off with will be some kind of female, which will be some kind of mentor towards you position-wise. So this can be someone who has more experience than you in your field, or it can be, let's say, someone older than you who has more experience generally in life, or just someone who personality-wise and intellect-wise you see as a thought leader. Yeah, so it will be either one or the other, or they are not mutually exclusive, so it can be both. When you connect with this person, they would enrich you with their knowledge, with their understanding, and would help you forward. So yeah, pile 3. To recap, don't try to control things all too much, you are not God. Worry with merit and use it to the best of your advantage. Don't be afraid to look inward. If you are offered some kind of trip, go on it. And be open to communication from other people and how they can enrich you intellectually. And yeah, this is it, pile 3 for the month of September. I hope it is helpful, and I wish you a lovely month ahead.